Take 892.
Take 42. Get it? Because 42 is a nerd number.
What about 69?
Hey everybody, welcome to Game Over.
Welcome to Game Over.
For the 30th time
Yeah, I know, right?
in the last 12 minutes.
So on today's menu, we're going to be serving you up. I've said that in every single time we've done this, but I'm just going to roll with it. We're going to be doing a review of the Pokeball Plus, which... Yeah, it's a review of Pokeball Plus. What more do you want?
We're going to try and go as in detail as we can with hardware mechanics and functionality, as well as like cost-benefit analysis. Is it worth the money?
Without boring you to death.
Theoretically. Alright, so for starters, obviously you use this for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. It is a Joy-Con. Plain and simple. But it's a little bit more high-tech, actually. So if you look at the front, the actual button of the Pokeball is a little joystick.
Yep. Here. Oh.
And then on the top, I know it's really tough to see it because they actually, it's not like super in your face, but the top is actually rubber and there's a button pad under there as well. So that's kind of like your B button, and you can also click the ball center as like a Joy-Con, like you could on a normal Joy-Con. So that's basically like what you will do with it.
Really? I think it's more like if it was just a Joy-Con, I don't think it'd be worth it. But since it has all these other functionalities, it's definitely worth it.
Yes. The one big thing though is when playing the game, if you use a regular Joy-Con, you're going to have a harder time catching Pokemon, because if you've seen the trailers of the game, or if you've seen anything on the internet lately, because it blew up the internet, you have to throw a Pokeball to catch it like you would in Pokemon Go, so you actually do that by moving the Joy-Con.
Which is also why they have the string attached to it, because if you do, next thing you know, you're going to have a flying Pokeball.
And a broken TV. And the one thing is the Joy-Cons, if they I don't know if they have an accelerometer, which basically just registers how fast you're moving.
I think they do.
I think they do, it's just not nearly as accurate. This is ludicrously accurate. You know, you throw it fast, it's going to throw the ball really fast and really far. You throw it lightly, it's going to throw it literally right in front of you. But it's a very, very accurate and very, very sensitive accelerometer. It also has a gyroscope and a whole bunch of other high-tech gizmos inside.
It's a very good ball.
It doesn't take very much to sync up. You know, you start the game up, you just tap the top a couple times and then click the center and it's basically synced.
It did take us a little while to figure this out, but...
Good 5 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't really that bad. Next up, it also functions as a Pokewalker. Many of you remember this from the Heart Gold and Soul Silver days. If you don't remember that and you're too new to the Pokemon game,
go back and check it out. It's awesome.
You definitely like
that was a great game by far.
That was.
Pokewalker is actually a little hard to find though, but go to like some retro video game store where they buy all this old stuff. Not GameStop. Don't go there; they won't have it. Go to like some mom and pop retro video game store and you will find it because they are pretty abundant. It's just people don't know how to actually look.
So, yeah, what you do is there's a mode in the game that says, there's save, and then you can take your Pokemon for a walk. So what you do is you hook it up, you hit the, take your Pokemon for a stroll, I think that's what it's actually called.
Yeah, stroll.
And then you hit the top of your button to sync with the Switch, and then you choose whatever Pokemon, I don't know why I stood up. You choose whatever Pokemon you want to put in there, and what's cool is that when you hook it up to Pokemon Go, which will, this is the third thing you can do.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. It actually tracks how many steps you take, and the more steps you take and everything,
the more experience points your Pokemon will get.
Your Pokemon get. So right now I have a Wartortle in there, and also if you hold down on the center button, if you have a Pokemon in there,
and it'll light up a color corresponding to that Pokemon. So water types will be blue, fire types will be red, so on and so forth.
And then, like, if you can hear, Wartortle in here. Oh, you found an item. I think this thing is cool for
it will find items.
You find items.
You take this thing with you for like a day or two, you'll find a couple rare candies, and your Pokemon, depending on how much time you have actually had it synced to Pokemon Go,
will get a lot.
It will get a lot of experience.
Like, just for having mine in one day, my Charmeleon went up 7 levels.
Yeah, and I mean, even when you hit like level 50, I still went up a good 7 levels in 2 days.
Like, sorry, daycare lady, this is a lot better.
It is a lot better. Now, it actually, compared to the Pokewalker, you do level up a lot faster. Like, your Pokemon will level up like maybe 1 level a day with the Pokewalker, and you might find a few items. Yes, you could catch Pokemon with that, but you kind of can with this too, and we'll cover that in a minute.
But Let's Go is made for like, it's more like it's a simplified Pokemon game is what it is. So I
It
would say
really
they
is.
make things easier to obtain.
Now, unlike the Pokewalker, as you can obviously tell, this has no screen, so you cannot see the Pokemon inside it. That's why they have the function where you press and hold and give a little shake, and you can hear the Pokemon. If you take your partner with you, it will make more sounds, but if you just take a wild Pokemon that you caught, it'll just make its cry. Pikachu still does say Pikachu, it just doesn't have as much emotion as it would if it was the partner Pikachu in Let's Go Pikachu.
Yeah. So that's
Basically how it functions as a Pokewalker.
and now, Pokemon Go Plus.
Since they added Adventure Sync, this is a lot more accurate in actually calculating distance moved. With the Pokemon Go Plus, it wasn't the most accurate, but since they added Adventure Sync,
Interesting.
and you can hook this up, it calculates a lot more. It auto spins Pokestops. You don't have to do anything. So if you have this in your car and you're driving or something, just stick it in the cup holder. If you're going like 30 or less, it'll spin them for you. You still have to tap for a Pokemon, like tap the top button. You don't actually tap the button of the ball for some reason.
Which I made that mistake literally like the first day I got it. I'm like, why am I not catching Pokemon? And I press the top button. Yeah, that's why. When you're playing the game just strictly on this, you're pressing the center button a lot because that functions as your A button.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's gonna wear. I don't know for sure, but I feel like that it's gonna wear out very quickly.
Yeah.
But it also is built very sturdily.
It is.
So I don't know. Sturdily is that word?
It just works a lot better than the traditional Pokemon Go Plus. It syncs up a lot better. It has a lot less Bluetooth issues. Anyone that's had a Go Plus, at least personally, we've experienced a lot of Bluetooth connectivity issues.
Yep. And I even have an iPhone too, and that's just like optimal.
And they're supposed to be like optimal for it. This just works a lot better.
And also, might I add, the best part about this, it has a rechargeable battery.
It does. It does not take those little CR2032 disc batteries.
It actually takes the same charger. You can see here in the back.
If you'll be able to see. If Nate can get it open. So here's the little charger port. Yeah, you can't see that at all.
Finally got it.
The back pops off. It pops out and spins out,
So you just kind of go like, so that's a Nintendo Switch charger. It uses the same one as
which
that.
is a Type C.
Whatever.
Does come with an included charger cord.
And then you just pop that back in there. It's like not even a thing.
Like I said, it takes a Type C. It's rechargeable, which is awesome, but it's not perfect. It would have been nice if they had made it near field charging, because like there is a Pokeball Plus charging dock, but the way that works is you pop open the little back compartment, and there's a little adapter that you slide in, and you lock the little door on the side of the adapter, and then it creates like a little block that sticks out, which has 2 charging pins, and you set those charging pins into the cradle. It's not optimal. They could have just made a dock like that and had a near field charger or like a wireless charger that you literally just drop it in and it starts charging. It's very cool when you charge it actually. When you plug it in, it makes a little sound from the Pokemon Center. Do 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 do.
But yeah, it's overall we would definitely recommend.
We have one more point to cover.
What was that?
Cost benefit analysis.
Oh, all right. So what you're getting Pokeball Plus, $35 retail. You're getting a Joy-Con
That it's $50 retail, bud.
for a Joy-Con.
Oh, for the Pokeball Plus?
I mean Pokemon.
Pokemon Go Plus
For the
is
Pokemon-
$30
For
retail.
the Pokemon Go Plus, it's $30 retail, but it's very hard to find. So is this. But and then a Joy-Con, like just a singular Joy-Con would be like $35 as well.
Because they sell for $70 for a pair.
And then a Pokewalker is just like going for like stupid amounts on eBay, like $50. I don't know why.
And they went down actually. They're like $25.
Still, for something that's like that old, but it's very collectible. But you're getting all of that in one of these. It's $50. It's $40 if you
Got it with
if
the
you
bundle.
pre-ordered it, which obviously we did because it's extremely hard to find if you did not pre-order the game.
Overall, if it was just a Joy-Con, it wouldn't be as worth it. Yes, it does make the gameplay a little bit easier, but the difference is negligible. Like if you have your Joy-Cons on the Switch, you can just tap A and it'll throw the ball for you.
Yes.
So the difference is kind of negligible with that. But for all of its other functionalities,
It's definitely
it's
worth
definitely worth it. And we'll have a video coming soon actually about predictions for Gen 8. We think this should work. This should work.
because it doesn't specifically say just for Let's Go,
Yeah.
even though it implies that it's.
It implies it, but it just says Pokeball Plus on the
So
box.
if you could take your Pokemon with you, that'd be sweet.
And it does update wirelessly just like a controller does on the Switch. All you have to do is hit update controller while this is synced, and it'll update. There's already a patch update for it actually.
Oh yeah, same thing for the game too.
And if you get the deluxe edition, you also get Mew inside. That's a little added
That does
bonus.
add bonus. does, yeah. Comes level 1.
It comes level 1, but still, it's a Mew.
So, it's the base.
And the other cool thing is, with this functioning as a Pokemon Go Plus, it adds in a lot of the compatibility. You're going to catch a lot more Pokemon a lot easier, which is great because when you get to Saffron City, okay, it's the
Saffron's the fighting guy.
It's the city where I think that's Sabrina. The fighting dojo was in Saffron City, right next to the gym.
Yeah, but who's the gym? It's gotta be a fighting type.
There's no fighting type gym there.
That's why I don't know anything.
Right. When you get there, there's no Safari Zone anymore. It is the Pokemon Go Park. So if you have a compatible Android phone or a compatible tablet, my phone's not compatible, which sucks, but my tablet is, you can send Pokemon to Pokemon Let's Go, and it's easier to get them with this. It's easier to hatch your eggs with this. Kind of makes both games a little bit easier, I guess.
But there is one thing about the Pokemon Go Park, you cannot transfer Pokemon back. Anyway, as I was so rudely interrupted by my freaking camera, what was I saying? I don't know. But,
okay. There's one more downside other than the fact that it's not wirelessly chargeable. The finish they use on this, actually there's two, feels great in the hand. Like it's smooth, it's silky, but it picks up dirt really easy in your pocket or anything else. Like you set it in your car seat, you set it in your pocket, you set it in your cup holder. It picks up dirt really easy. Easy to clean, little rubbing alcohol and a washcloth that comes right off. But it still picks it up easily, it makes it look dingy. If you're an adult, which I wish Pokemon would realize that a large percentage of their fan base is not small children, especially the card players. There's a lot of older adults, like, 14 plus.
But you would think with the World Championships they would pay attention.
One would assume. It's really small, and I have small hands for as old as I am. My hands are small.
And I have long fingers, so it's kind of like hard for me. One of the downsides for me is that I find it hard. I don't play the game. I'm gonna be honest. I don't play the game with the Pokeball Plus, just because my fingers are too long and it's very uncomfortable after a while.
Yeah, I get a hand cramp after a while, and I have small hands, and it's still too small.
Yeah.
Like if they had made it another quarter-inch, half-inch bigger, it'd be perfect. Still, it's bulky to carry around. It's not as convenient as the Pokemon Go Plus, where you just clip it on your belt. It just works better, but it is still a little small. Either way.
Make 2 sizes.
So unless you're a average size 5'4" female or a small child, it's too small.
Females have bigger hands than me.
Oh,
I have
well then-
baby hands, remember?
She has baby hands.
Yeah, so.
So there you go. It's too small. It picks up dirt. Needed near field charging. Other than that, totally worth it. Go buy it. Game Over recommends. We have a lot of editing to do on this video.
Yeah, that is our thoughts on. Wow, I'm spitting everywhere.
On the Pokeball.
On the Pokeball Plus, we definitely recommend you picking it up if you're into Pokemon Go. If you're not, I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, if you don't play Pokemon Go,
It's not worth it.
nah. But if you do, and you're playing Let's Go, you should play Pokemon Go. It helps. It helps a lot.
And plus, it's just fun.
And it is fun.
When you level up fast.
And you level up fast. Like
So
this will
you
make you
might be
level up
worth it.
faster in Pokemon Go. Because you're doing more. If you're just a big Pokemon fan, you don't play Pokemon Go, you just want this to collect, get it because it is pretty rare. Same thing with that charger. The charger retails for 20 bucks. The cheapest I can find them online is like 65 bucks. So yeah, get that. Get this, get that. They're wicked collectible. That's all I gotta say.
So yeah, that's it. We will see you guys in the next video. This has been
Game over. It's a good thumbnail.